Stop scrolling. What if I told you Samsung is secretly planning to break up with Google and bring in a new AI partner that could change how you use your phone forever? This is not a rumor. Samsung is in advanced talks with Perplexity AI, a rising AI powerhouse, to power your next Galaxy phone, tablet, maybe even your TV and smart fridge. Could this be the end for Google's Gemini as the default AI on the world's most popular devices? Will Perplexity turn Samsung into the global leader of AI-powered devices? And what does this mean for you, the user, and the entire tech landscape? Stay till the end, because we're exposing the game plan, the leaks, the risks, and why this is the most important AI showdown of 2025. And don't forget, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a breaking AI story. Here, you get the news first. Chapter 1. The AI war heats up. Samsung's search for the next big thing. Let's rewind and set the stage. Why is Samsung, the world's biggest phone maker, suddenly looking for a brand new AI partner? The answer is simple. The AI war is here, and Samsung refuses to be left behind. For years, Samsung and Google have had an uneasy marriage. Every Galaxy phone is powered by Google Search, Google Assistant, and now Gemini. Every search you do, every AI feature you use, Google gets a piece of the action in your data. But in the last year, everything changed. In 2024, Apple shocked the world by announcing Apple Intelligence, a privacy-first, on-device AI system that instantly made Siri cool again. OpenAI, Anthropic, and DeepSeek released chatbot upgrades, making basic phone assistants look like toys. Google, feeling the heat, rushed Gemini to every Android. But critics said Gemini was buggy, slow, and sometimes just plain wrong. Here's where Samsung's pride comes in. They're the only Android giant that can stand up to Google. And with Apple's iPhones grabbing all the AI hype, Samsung needs a killer AI experience to keep Galaxy users loyal. They can't just slap a Google logo on every device and call it innovation anymore. So when Perplexity AI came calling, a next-gen AI assistant with live search, cited answers, and zero Google baggage, Samsung had to listen. But it's not just about having a smarter AI. Samsung wants control. They want to decide what features matter, how data is used, and how their ecosystem grows. Google wants dominance. They want to keep every Android user inside their walled garden. Perplexity wants a breakthrough. Their team believes they've built the best AI for real-time, trustworthy, transparent answers. This is not just a business move. It's a battle for the future of every device in your life. Imagine, if Samsung switches to Perplexity, nearly 1 in 5 phones on the planet changes AI providers overnight. That's enough to make even Google nervous. Chapter 2. What makes Perplexity AI so special? Let's talk about the underdog, Perplexity AI. If you've never used it, think of it like this. If ChatGPT, Google, and Wikipedia had a baby, it would be Perplexity. Most AI bots are only as smart as their last training update. Ask Gemini about something that happened this morning, and you'll get a blank stare. But Perplexity, it's plugged into the web, pulling real-time answers with sources. One of the biggest problems with Gemini and ChatGPT is hallucinations, confidently giving you wrong info. Perplexity always shows its work. You get a Wikipedia-style list of sources every time. No more take my word for it. Perplexity responds in real time, so you get answers faster than you can type. Insiders say Perplexity is building towards integrating image, video, and even voice into a single, unified AI. Something Google and OpenAI have struggled to launch for the mass market. Unlike Google, Perplexity lets Samsung customize and embed the AI anywhere. In Bixby, the Samsung browser, the Notes app, even your TV or washing machine. But here's the real disruption. Samsung gets to break away from Google's control. They can innovate on their own terms, no more begging Google for new features or fighting over revenue shares. And for Perplexity, this deal is a rocket to the moon, from a few million users to hundreds of millions overnight. Samsung wants to sell AI as safer than Google. Perplexity, as a smaller player, may be willing to keep more AI processing on your device and less on the cloud. Google currently earns billions from search ads on Samsung phones. If Samsung switches, Perplexity could get a share, or Samsung could use its own ad network, keeping more profit in-house. The technology isn't just impressive, it's strategically threatening to both Google's power and the old way of doing things. Chapter 3. Inside the deal. Leaked details, strategic motives, and corporate drama. How do we know this isn't just hype? Because multiple credible sources, including Bloomberg, Yahoo Finance, and TechCrunch, are all reporting the same thing. Samsung and Perplexity are in deep, late-stage talks. Some leaks say Samsung will even take a financial stake in Perplexity's next funding round. Here's what's reportedly on the table. 1. Perplexity could become the default AI assistant and search on Samsung's new devices, launching as early as the Galaxy S26. 2. Samsung gets first access to Perplexity's best features, maybe even special Samsung-only AI skills. 3. With Perplexity, Samsung could control what user data is shared and how it's used. 4. Samsung might invest up to $250 million, making it a major stakeholder in the future of Perplexity. If Perplexity fails to scale globally or faces technical hiccups, Samsung could still revert to Gemini or another provider. But here's the real drama. Google is not happy. If Samsung cuts Google out, it loses a massive chunk of ad revenue, search dominance, and user data for training Gemini. Analysts predict Google could challenge the move, citing long-term Android contracts or play dirty with antitrust regulators. If Samsung succeeds, other Android makers, Xiaomi, Oppo, Vivo might follow, setting off an AI arms race in the phone world. This is more than a partnership. It's a battle for the soul of the mobile internet. If Samsung and Perplexity win, the door opens to a new kind of AI experience, one that isn't run by the same old tech giants. Chapter 4. The Fallout. How this changes the AI landscape for users, developers, and the industry. Let's break it down. How does this partnership change your life and the whole AI industry? For users, you get cutting-edge AI before anyone else. Ask your phone for news, sports, travel, recipes. Perplexity delivers with sources, not guesses. Tired of Google tracking everything? Samsung and Perplexity could let you turn off Google entirely and still have a top-tier AI assistant. Imagine voice cloning, creative writing, music generation, even live translation. All personalized, all in one app. Your Samsung phone, tablet, TV, watch, and smart fridge all speak the same ADI language. For developers, Perplexity's API means third-party apps can hook into the AI. Expect an explosion of new features in AI-powered experiences in Samsung's Galaxy Store. Unlike Google, Perplexity is hungry for partners. Expect more support, faster bug fixes, and direct feedback channels. For the industry, Google's monopoly on Android AI is over. Expect Google to either slash prices, go open source, or launch Gemini Ultra to win back OEMs. Other phone makers rush to sign deals with OpenAI, Anthropic, or even homegrown Chinese AI labs. The pace of innovation will double. Samsung pushes AI with privacy, forcing Google and Apple to respond, maybe even offering new privacy settings for all users. But don't get it twisted. There are risks. Will Perplexity scale to 250 million plus users? Will users accept the change or complain about missing Google features? Will Google sabotage Samsung's Android updates? This is uncharted territory. Samsung is betting big, but it's also risking a lot. Chapter 5. What happens next? The scenarios, the surprises, and the future of AI on your phone. Let's talk about the future. Where does this all go? Here are the 3 most likely scenarios. First, the Perplexity takeover. Samsung successfully launches Perplexity AI across all Galaxy devices. Users love the new features, speed, and privacy. Google's Gemini loses ground fast. Apple responds with its own surprise upgrades for Apple Intelligence. Perplexity becomes a household name, and Samsung's brand as the smartphone for smart people is reborn. Second, the Google fight back. Google doesn't give up. It launches Gemini Ultra, cuts search ad fees, and opens up Android even more. Some users miss Google features and force Samsung to offer a dual AI mode. Choose Gemini or Perplexity. A new wave of competition, price wars, and rapid AI innovation erupts. Third, the split decision. Samsung rolls out Perplexity in some regions, US, Europe, Korea, and keeps Gemini in others. Users can pick their favorite. The AI Cold War keeps the market on edge, but users benefit from constant upgrades, deals, and privacy options. Wildcard, other giants like Amazon, Microsoft, or even Meta could jump in. Imagine Facebook's Llama or Microsoft Copilot, or even Elon Musk's XAI becoming options for your phone's default AI. The verdict and massive call to action. So, who do you trust with the future of your smartphone? Are you ready to break free from Google? Or are you sticking with Gemini till the bitter end? Would you embrace a whole new AI on your Samsung? Or do you think this is just another tech fad? This isn't just about gadgets. It's about privacy, control, and the race to create the smartest AI on Earth. Samsung's move could be the biggest shakeup in the mobile world since the iPhone, and you get to decide who wins. Comment below, would you want Perplexity AI on your Samsung device? Do you trust Samsung to keep your data safe? Are you Team Google, Team Perplexity, or Team, I just want my phone to work? And if you want to stay ahead of these epic changes, subscribe now, because we break the news before anyone else. Smash that bell for instant updates on the AI wars, device leaks, and all things tech. The next twist could drop any minute, and you don't want to miss it. This is the start of a brand new era. Stay tuned, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.